Hello, good morning. How are you all doing today? Hello, K Tao. How are you? We have Zilby here visiting today. Uh, and we're going to be continuing to work on the data table component. So this component, something I forgot to check into. Does the search still work? I think it should work as expected. So if we take a look here, so your value 1, your 2, your 3. Perfect. So Rust 1, Axiom 2, SQL X3. So if I search for like Yew, you're still 1 and 2. Okay. What about SQL X? So that the only one showing up here. Your 1, was that the one it was before? Oh no, that's not good. That's not what we want. Okay, so the value is the position on here, not the index. So okay, we have more work to figure out for that. That would have been bad. I would have been very, very confused. So the preview isn't working. Now, what does that mean? What I was hoping, so we have a row, so we have our slots coming in. What I was hoping is that it would filter out based, that's okay, that's our problem. We need to filter out based upon these two. Niank, hello. How are you doing today? So this vector is always that same size as going in, but it's never getting searched. It's never getting filtered by what we care about, which that's a problem. So do I want to put... Oh, I wonder if I want to put JD Does Dev, hello. How are you doing today? How did your stream end up? I had to leave pretty quickly after raiding. Look at this rebel showing other chat and Twitch chat. Yeah, it's other chat and Twitch chat. Although we're allowed to do that, so I feel like it's less rebel than it might feel. Doing all right, made some progress and learned some more stuff. Nice. Learning stuff and making progress are always good, right? I found out that my search thing isn't working the way I want it to. So let's see, I think what I need to do is I need to put my slots inside for each of these. I think that's what my problem is. The rules around multi-streaming are weird. Yeah, so from my reading on it, the rules seem to be you can multi-stream. Don't make the you have to pay attention to Twitch chat. You have to pay attention to Twitch, and you have to make the you can't degrade the performance of Twitch. That's that seems to be like the gist of it, from what I can tell. I'm not a lawyer, so but it wasn't very legalese. Like they're still working on a very like the legalese contract document. That was the summary essentially of the legalese that will be coming out, and of course they might change that. Okay, so pivot table row. Okay, so I'm thinking that I want to add the slot things into here, because then when I search, the slots just get, well, fixed. So if I could, I'll probably need to put them as options in here, won't I? So let's go to BB table row, and we'll put in, I wonder if I want like, I wonder if I want multiple slots. Let's do slot for right now. Just like a single one, right? And we'll have this be an option of a vnode. Vnode. Oh, so JD does dev. I think you mentioned you don't you've never seen Rust, or you've never played with Rust. Yeah, this is Rust. This is that front end framework that I've been playing with for a while. Specifically, this is a component library in a front end framework, and the front end framework is called Yew. It's I think purposely named to be very similar to like Yew, but it's based on React. So if you know React, you pretty much know this. It's called JD Does Dev. Yeah, totally. That's what I meant. That's what I meant to say. Absolutely. All right, so this is going to cause all sorts of errors. Because, okay, so we're going to put a none in here. That'll make you happy. What do you mean you don't have a nut? Oh, right, because it's a slot. Hold on. That's what I want. Okay. Yeah, it's morning here, so speaking correct is not one of my skills in the morning. Okay, so if I go in there, and then I want to create my slots. So really what I probably want to do is I want to update the maps. So imagining that I have all the other stuff already, I want maybe like this will be rows with slots. So we'll take rows. We will turn it into an iterator. We'll map it. So we'll get a row out. Mahesh, hello, good morning. How are you doing today? I found a channel recently, going to binge watch your Yew playlist after the exams. Well, good luck with your exams. Hopefully they go well. And I guess like the only thing to be aware of for the Yew playlist is that it's 2 versions old. So it's I originally wrote it at 0.19, and then I have at the very end of it an upgrade to 0.20, and 0.21 has come out. So be careful with what versions you install. You might run into trouble, but besides that, everything should still be good. And then I do have a Discord in case you run into troubles with it. Just feel free to ask for any help there, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. And if you want to join the Discord, we have that. Okay, let's see. What are the slots? Okay, so if I do that, now I have preview input. Preview input was this thing where I'm grabbing. Oh yeah, this is going to be the. Okay, so this is that. That's fine. But I wonder if I just want to mutate it in line. That might be easier. That might be a lot easier. Let's do that. The other thing I can do is I could just put these, I could just create it while we're doing it. That just makes more sense. Nope. Nope. So throw you into there, and then for each of these slots, really what you're going to be is this HTML here. Which I need to switch you to an option, don't I? And you're going to be pretty much the same thing every single time, so we can deal with that. Let's just rewrite it. Okay, so you're going to be an input type equals checkbox value equals the value is going to be whatever ID this is. So in this case, we will have like that. On input, we will then use the preview on input. We'll clone you, and that's that. Which of course this needs to be a lot of HTML inside of here, which I failed to do. Okay, that's what I want. You're very unhappy because, oh, that, yeah, okay, so you were very unhappy. Now you're slightly less unhappy. Wrong chat, but does, good question. I was really hoping that it would, and Nightpot did not. Oh no, Nightbot didn't. Okay, hold on. Thank you, Stacking. Also, hello, Stacking. How are you doing today? I need to move over to this chat over here. Live. Can I see chat? No. Okay. Wait, where can I, oh, I have to go to my channel. See my chat. There I am live. Okay. Yes, except, wait, what? Where's my welcome to chat? Remember to do that. Okay, yes. Why can't I chat in my chat? Oh, okay. I need to scroll down. But I have it like in such a small window over here. That makes it harder. Okay, there he goes. That is my link to Discord in YouTube now. Fun. Let's see. Yeah, you'll keep that in mind. The Yew versioning, and you'll be building a project alongside too. Nice, excellent. Yeah, that playlist does have a project that you build at the very end, or it's a project that I build at the very end. So you can also sort of like see me build something sort of like in a live style. Today is pre-Friday. Yeah, absolutely it is. And if it's pre-Friday, that's like really close to just being weekend. So it's really pre-weekend. Happy Friday Eve. Hello, Chantilly. How are you doing today? Okay, let's see. Oh, that's funny. Nightbot took out the Restream bot's message for the Discord link. That's kind of funny. Yeah, the bots are fighting again. Yeah, it's a thing. I'll just let them do their thing. Okay. So anyways, I don't need this rows of slots anymore. The idea here then is we don't need row slots here. So you're going to be happy on this thing. We're going to go to BB data table. We don't need row slots here because now the data is going to come in the BB table row. And so we're just going to pass that straight in and we don't really care anymore. Which means row slots, you go away. Okay. Then we come to BB table, and you also don't take any row slots anymore because you just take in the rows, but the slots are now in there. So let's remove that log. Okay, so if this is really going to be props dot rows dot I think slot. So if you're something, no field type slot on, oh, it's a vec, right. Yeah. But I know that we're gonna have this, so I'm actually gonna not worry about the title at all, because if we know that we're using that, we're gonna add the title in, which is what we are doing. For the row slots here, okay, so we props rows iter. Okay, so we go through that. Now we have row, so I don't need to enumerate anymore. Make this a little bit simpler. We just get the row. We row, we don't have to get index. So row dot slot. Wonder if I need to clone it. That might just work. Okay. Things are looking good here. Tolu Afu, hello, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everybody. Tolu, what were you streaming about? And how was your stream? And everybody else, how was your day going? Good morning. Did you get hit by advertisements? Oh, that would suck if you got hit by the ads. But anyways, what we're working on here is a Yew component library. Oh, Toluafu, hello, welcome. How was your stream today? What are you working on? It was pretty good. Was designing some UI stuff. Nice. Was it like web dev type things? And then all your Bluetooth devices disconnected. Oh, that sucks when that happens. I'm sorry about that. Oh, yeah. Tech problems are the worst, especially when we're streaming. Well, thank you again for the raid. It's awesome to have you here. Hopefully next time you won't get all the Bluetooth disconnected stuff. Okay, website type stuff. Nice. We're doing some website type stuff here too, although it's slightly different. We're doing a bunch of Rust things here. So this is all built in a front-end framework called Yew, which is very similar to React. So if you're familiar with React and you know just like the very basics of Rust, then you pretty much know Yew at that point. And so I'm using a component library pattern, so that way I just like write all the like parts of it out separately. We're working on this data table here, so we have search working. We just verified that we have a slot set up, which they don't normally. Slots are harder than I wanted to figure out how to do. They don't have its own like slot system, so we have to sort of do it with children and some other fun things. You've been dabbling with Rust, doing like 1.8 projects. Nice, excellent. Oh yeah, I would take a look at some front end stuff. Both Yew and Leptos are the two front end frameworks that are in React that are really cool. And so yeah, this checkbox works as expected, and I am getting notifications along with the IDs out, so I can now search through any field. So I can search also for like one, and I get what I'm expecting back, which is really cool. So search is working. And I think the last thing, okay, and so the preview button is actually doing what I expect. The last thing that I want to do for this is I want to be able to reorder them. So like not a normal feature of data tables, but it definitely can be. I want to be able to have like a little bar on here to then like reorder these, and then like I guess emit out what like the new order is. And that way I can like change that coming in, which re-renders everything. So what does that look like? Also, I should probably git commit before I do anything further. Not exactly with the window I wanted, but we'll just go with it. So commit, let's see. So we have search working. So search is working with slots, I guess would be the more appropriate message, but it's just me. I will totally know what I meant later on if I ever have to go look at that. All right, so we have, this is in our elements. Okay, this is in a table elements. If I want a reorder, this probably isn't in the table itself. This probably would be in the, no, it is going to be in the table itself, isn't it? So if I want to do a reorder, we need to add in a new table row thing here. Mahesh, hello. How are you doing today? Which of your favorite Rust framework? Okay, which of the Rust frameworks are my favorite for building projects? Right now, I know the most about Yew, so therefore I would probably choose it for a production type thing. We spent a day working with Leptos earlier this week, and I really liked it a lot. It felt pretty clean and simple. That being said, we didn't get that far into it. It was also really fast. It was one of those experiences where after working with the Yew for a while, like, you know, you hit save and then you come back to here and then you wait. Oh, okay, it refreshed. We're good to go. We've got it. With Leptos, you hit save and you switch over and you're like, did it rerun the code? Is it still the same? Because like it happens before you even have the chance to tab over to the application, that's really nice. It's really nice when it's that fast. And that's in Rust too. Like Rust is like known for not compiling super fast, and it's still using trunk behind the scenes. So there's I think what it is that Yew's like got more compile time. That's I don't know if I would say a problem. It's just a thing to be aware of. You'll add that to your project. You'll add that to build my project then. Nice. Yeah, so both like the other thing was Leptos required, so the documentation suggested that I installed Nightly for Leptos. There, you don't have to use Nightly for Leptos. Apparently it works for the most part on stable, but the documentation specifically says, okay, whenever we say this thing, you have to do this other thing in the future when you're not using Nightly, which is not great, unfortunately. It's a blogging website. Interesting. Okay. So Yew is like a spa type thing. So if you're familiar with like how React works behind the scenes with then it is pretty much exactly the same thing for Yew. It's going to be, you're going to be loading a lot of things up front, and then it's going to be super fast once you're in memory and going. But that first initial load is going to be pretty not fun. There is server-side rendering for Yew set up to try to help with that, but it's I haven't played with it yet, so I don't know how good it is, and it's still very new, so it might take a while. Oh, thank you, Tolu Alfo. Have a great rest of your day. And yeah. And thank again for the raid. Yeah, I learned React and Angular before, so you think it'll be fine? Yeah, you'll definitely be fine. Like, just remember all the normal patterns for like component design like actually work really well in Rust, where you want to like keep things separated and like have your components not be tightly coupled together, and then that just makes things a lot easier to sort of understand. Along with, they have use effect. So if you like sort of know all the quirks of use effect, you know how to deal with that. That's like one of the biggest things that I notice for non-web developers starting to learn web development is the reactivity part is really, 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 really hard. Until you wrap your mind around like how that works. It's like, I'm going to run my code and it's not going to run at all until somebody does something to it. That's like not intuitive at all. Okay, so we have this preview here. Now, if I want a ordering, we're going to add this to the table. So I have my table here. I'm thinking of adding in a Boolean here for, so props, we'll do a pub. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of a pub, like reorder. So if I want to do reorder, drag. So drag and drop. How about just drag? Draggable? Drag on? Dragon? No. We'll just do draggable and we'll set a default for this. And then so if drag is set, then I don't want the table rows to be draggable. I want to drag up and down to reorder what we have here. So at this point here, probably to the right of row slot, I want something to like indicate draggable, right? So we're gonna have like a TD. So it's really gonna be if props.drag. So if you're true, then let's return. So one of the not great things about Rust web development is that none of the editors know how to know that you actually have HTML inside of Rust. I mean, you notice this is very similar to like JSX in here, but it's not like it doesn't recognize it. And this is true inside of VS Code and all of them. There are some people working on this to try to like figure that out, but I can't imagine it's not going to take a while. So you don't get like Emmet or any of the help with it. Like with JSX, eventually people created some really cool tools. But we don't have that right. We don't have that yet. Okay, so what do we got here? So we're going to want a TD. So we want another table data for this. Then inside the TD, I want something to indicate that you're draggable. Some icon maybe. We do have an icon library. What are my choices? We can use, oh, I don't think I have a hamburger, do I? No definition found. I know I have a star. Oh, if maybe missing, oh, an else clause. So you need to be, if this, let's do a sum. Else, it'll be a none. Okay, import you. Import you. That's why I couldn't get any help. Okay, now you're not going to show up yet because I need to tell, okay, so drag bool. So I want, let's go to data table and we'll add this as a property. And then in the table here, we'll add that. Okay, and you are table title. That's not what I want. I want you there. Table. Banzi, hello. How are you doing today? You saw some inspiration stuff last night on Twitch? What was inspirational, or what was it? Ah, don't worry about it. I just pick and choose what parts of the message to read out. It's okay. Let's see. So you go, okay, then pages table. So then I want you to be drag true. Now we should see stars. Oh no. That is really large. I met this kid named Arthur Furette. He's as good as any senior programmer you know. Nice. But he just turned 18. Oh, wow. A young one. That's pretty good. That's awesome. Hopefully he has that sounds like he'll have a good career in front of him then. Oh, I wonder if I need that scope call here too. Scope column. We'll close you. Then for you, I want, this is gonna be, oh, draggable. So, reorder. Okay, so let's put this at the beginning so I know that way I don't have to like worry about if it's before, after the drag. Okay, so if I do that, and let's also, while we're here, update the size. Uh-oh, you don't like that. If props drag, oh, am I gonna need to, oh, okay, you need to be in your own thing, don't you? Hold on, we can do that. You need to be a string. Okay, and then you don't know what you are. Import you. Okay, so now, okay, we have the little icon here. The little stars, they're not exactly perfect, but they're good. But Mero, hello, how are you doing today? The website build is going well. We're figuring out reordering stuff for data tables now. And so I think I need an appropriate icon for this because I didn't use one before, and I don't know if I have a hamburger icon yet. I don't think I do, so we'll have to create that. Akita dog, akita.js.org. Hold on, let's take a look at this. So what is it? Can I search for it? Like Kita front end framework? That would have been cool, but no. Okay, fine. Kita.js.org. Performant and type-safe Fastify router. Build fast end-to-end APIs with zero abstraction cost. So basically, write TypeScript. It comes with a static analyzer, automatic documentation. That looks pretty good. That's nice. Our team, and then it's the one one person. This is pretty cool. Nice. Yeah, you got a GitHub and everything. Well, I would imagine that you should have a GitHub, right? The team got a big heart. I mean, it absolutely does. This looks really interesting. What's going to be interesting to see is like where it ends up. Like, is this teams with one size, like one person size, are always a little bit dangerous, right? Like thinking it from like like using it in a real project, like a production project type of way. It's like, okay, what happens if this guy gets a job? Now what could actually happen is that some company decides, you know what, this is pretty cool, I want to use this. Also, hey Arthur, you want a job? And then now they work for them. And I've actually there was a front-end framework called Mithril. So we'd probably do Mithril JS. This is a super fast front-end framework for JavaScript, and I actually met the CEO of the company that uses Mithril. Doesn't make Mithril. They just they basically were like, you know what? We like Mithril. So, hey, like, person who makes Mithril, would you like a job? Would you like to work on Mithril full time, and like we'll pay you to do it? And that person was like, heck yeah. And so therefore that's what happened. And that I don't know if it's still happening or not. That was a few years ago, but definitely before the pandemic. But yeah, it's really cool. I don't like Mithril. Like it's all like all of the templating stuff is done inside of like actual code instead of JSX or something like that, which is not what I go for. I want to write actual HTML, or at least something that looks a lot like it. Rip Rocket, rip Actix. Remember, Actix, not Actix Web. Actix Web definitely is being maintained by a team. But yeah, Rocket and I believe Actix 2 were single person repos that got really big. And then like the problem with a single person repo is that life happens, something happens, and then you don't pay attention for a while, you get some pull requests, and then nothing happens, and then eventually it's like, ooh, it is hard to recommend that project anymore. But yeah, that sounds really cool. Feel free to wait, do I link his channel? Hold on, let me double check before I tell you to do anything. Let me double check that my spam protection doesn't prevent Twitch. Twitch.tv. Okay, yeah. So the domain for Twitch is okay. So feel free to link his channel. Oh, Actix is dead. It's the reason the Actix web team had to switch to Tokyo. Oh, that's that makes sense. I didn't realize that. So really cool. As developer, I want that one. So awesome. Do I like Helix over NeoVim? If so, what do you like the most about it? Right now, I think the thing that I like the most about Helix over NeoVim is the simplicity of configuration. With NeoVim, I am tempted to constantly configure it and sort of like play around with it, which is not conducive to getting work done. I just want to tweak it all the time because like there's so many things that you could do. What, you don't like configuring NeoVim all day long? Yeah, like it's kind of like that. And VS Code almost has the same problem. Not quite as bad, but like they have the extensions that you could just easily search and find. And then the next thing you know is like, ooh, I've got like 500 extensions installed and I haven't done anything like productive at all. With this, there's not really much you can configure, which in some ways I kind of like. Now I know that's going to change, which like it's the destiny of all like projects, right? They become more complex over time. So it's going to change. It's going to get more configuration stuff. It's going to get plugins and everything else. So we'll see. Like we'll see. Right now, I like it more because of that, and also like I'm still able to be productive with it, and that's all I really need an editor to be anyways, is to help me be productive, and that's it. Okay, so if I want to reorder, so I can change this icon out at any time. I don't need to worry about that. If I want to, star is probably the wrong one because it's not. That's like the only one that's not centered. We can try. Nope. What are my choices here? Will you show me? No. Okay, hold on. We have star, heart, contact. Can mark. I do not know which. Let me do heart. Heart might be better. That's more centered. Okay, cool. Yeah, the star has a special CSS on it that like makes it not centered because like wherever I use the star, I need it to be shifted up a little bit. Which is probably not the right way to do it, but it's like when I need to fix it, I'll fix it and make it better. Okay, so we have this. What I want to do is I want to click on you, and instead of like dragging you off, I want to make this entire thing draggable. So what can I do with that? I want to say TD, can I make you, what is it, draggable equals true. I think that's how it works. So then when I'm dragging, TCP stream, hello. You wish your manager was a cat? So I was imagining what a manager, like what a cat manager would actually be like, and it would be like horrible. It would just be objectively bad to have a cat as a manager. Because like if you think that a micromanager is bad already right now, imagine a micromanager who also is really, 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 really needy and like constantly wants to be told that they're the best manager ever. They constantly interrupt you to just like get attention from you always. And if you're not doing what they want you to, they're going to come over and like bite your ankles. Orange cat life, yeah. But they are really cute, so they always get promoted and forgiven. It's like, okay, is this great? The last thing you want to hear from your manager, pet me or give me food, feed me. Yeah, because it's going to be things like, hey, you. It's like, hey, TCP, go get me coffee. It's like, what? I'm busy. I'm working. Like I have all this work that you told me I have to do. It's like, yeah, I know. I'm hungry. Go put food in my bowl. And your 360 review is always going to be about whether or not you just made the cat happy, not whether or not you did any work. Then they'd be telling you you're doing it wrong, but with no explanation. Oh yeah, absolutely. Definitely. He's listening. He is listening. You could see his ears twitch. Okay, so I want to start. Okay, so I want to do the thing that we did the other one. I want to mark when we started. So I want to know if we are in. What is it called? I want to know if we are now in dragging mode. Oh, do I want to do drag like I add a drag thing in here, or do I want to just say, ooh, maybe what I just say is instead of like having an icon or something like that, what if just for the entire row I do draggable? I do that. Wait, can I not do that to a table row? To a TR? Wait, what? Oh, wait. Do you need to be a string? Oh, yeah, you need to be a string. So now, okay, so we're showing that I'm dragging this around. Okay, that's good. Yeah, Zilby's gonna have a chat with me later about my performance and like talking about him in a negative way. It's the price I pay for making Zilby my boss. I did use some of the profits from so the money I got from last month's subscriptions, I bought 2 toys for Zilby, and he's seen one of them and he loves it. And so over in the other room over here, I get him to play around. I still haven't figured out a good way to like get some jumping photos of him. But we're gonna do that. Maybe someday we can do one of those was like challenges or goals, subscription goal type things where like, okay, if we get enough of these, we'll do like an entire stream of playing with Zilby and see if we can get him like to jump really high on stream with all the cameras and everything else. And I'll just answer code questions or manager questions. It's okay as long as you can bribe them with catnip. He likes catnip, but it doesn't really affect him in the same way that it seems to affect like other cats online that I see. He likes Silvervine more. And Silvervine is a catnip alternative. He loves the Silvervine toys. And there's one toy, a little broom. I have not seen it anymore. I can't find it in stores ever anymore. Like it was sold for a little bit and then it's just gone, which really sucks because that was his favorite Silvervine toy. And then he destroyed it. We bought like 5 of them and then they're just like, they're all gone now. He doesn't like the sticks as much. He wants like little twigs coming out of it. Okay, so if I do that, so what if I don't really need you. So I don't need like the dragon or reorder. We just have this and now I can reorder them, right? So that's good. So on drag start, which I need to remember the events. There's on drag end, on drag start. Do I care about on drag start? I think I care more about on drag over, right? Or no, on drag start, I do care a lot about that, don't I? Okay, so on drag start, I get some data. We're gonna throw that in here. So this is gonna be on the table, right? So, nope, it's gonna be in the function. And what is it? It's all one word, on drag start. Cool. Xanax, hello. How are you doing today? Do I care about state that if I'm dragging right now? I don't know if I do. So I know we're gonna have an event. I probably want to prevent default when I start dragging. So event dot. You don't know what, okay, you don't know where you are. So hold on, let's start with this. We'll just do a log. Okay, we're dragging. And then, so we'll do on drag start. Why are you upset? Oh, because now I need to move you. Oh, I need to move you. So this kind of sucks. On drag start is on TR, but there's multiple of them, so it's going to register a new event for every row of here, which is not great. If I could, now I have no idea if I can do this. If I could, I would like to register it on T body and then delegate it down to this one. But I don't know if I can do that. You're not happy with this. Oh, I have like things that are closing that aren't closing. Okay, so I move stuff in here. Mismatch closing delimiter. So open, close, open. Oh, I have two closes. Okay. Okay. All right, so I have dragon showing up. That's good. That was when it starts. Okay, so great. So I want to prevent default on this. Okay, so in the drag events, first thing we're gonna do event default. Wait, no, it wasn't this one that we prevent default on. It was something else we prevent default on. There's, yeah, there, I forget exactly what it is, but I'm gonna want to add data to this. What was this? It was like a list of some kind. It was a button list. We did all the dragging stuff in here, right? So like here we have on drag start. Okay, we turn that into, we could put that into a button, an element. We do event.data transfer, and we get the data, and then we can add in, oh, right, we have to like set this text plain and figure that all out. Okay. So if I want the ID of which one I'm moving, I wonder if I want to just take in the rows and this emit out the new order of them after I drag around. Or I can lie, not do dragging, and just do little clickies. I might be okay with, no, I like the dragging. Okay, so we start with this. So I need data stuff. So I need to get what is this? Like the data equals event dot data transfer to get me the data transfer object. I don't actually know if I need the if. We can just go straight to let that, and then we'll do an else. So if we can't get the data out of here, we probably need to do something. So we want to print out an error. So could not get data transfer when dragging. And then we have to early return. Like we don't want anything else to happen if we don't have this data here. Okay, so now we have the data. We want to data dot, there's a set. Okay, so when I start it, I can clear the data. No, when I drop it, I want to clear the data. Get data, set data. Oh, right. I have to set like the weird type. So it's like text plain, and then I can do the other thing. So this is going to be text plain. And then I need something like the ID of it or something else so I know what it is. Okay, so we're doing this on the entire row, right? Oh, but I can put the row here. I can put like a data. So data dash ID equals, we're gonna get the row ID. And that's gonna be an attribute value. So I can now grab you out here. Yes, I know. Do let. I think it's gonna be a sum. So let's try this. let sum d equals event event. Oh, right. Okay, hold on. Before even that, we have to get the target. Okay, so I get the target, and if you don't exist, we want to early return. This would be another error. Come on, error. 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 No target. When starting to drag. Okay, and we'll return. Let sum. Oh, semicolon there would be helpful. Okay, so that makes you happy. Okay, so now I have the event target. Can I get data off of that, or do I have to add? Is there going to be more? So let's do let sum. Now that's data. So this is going to be the data ID. So our target dot is there props. Get. Oh, we're gonna have to turn it into like an element, aren't we? Okay, fine. So this is gonna be a target element. So we're gonna do target dot. This is unchecked. Ooh. Wait, don't we have an unchecked into? We should have an unchecked into for not F64. There it is, unchecked into. And I want you to be an HTML. Okay, so we have like a base element. That's probably not what I want. HTML element. Oh, but I need to add HTML element in here. Okay, hold on. Okay, and that should just be usable now. So let's see, we get that. Now we have an HTML element. Now when I get the data off of it. So let's see if now we can do it. So this is gonna be the data ID equals target element. Is there data? Not any of those. Props. Get. Okay, so there's get attribute. This might be it. Oh, and that, okay, that needs element. Is there a data in here? That type to, do I have rip grep? I think I do. So type to rip grep of data. It feels like that did not essentially grep it by anything useful. Hold on, let's make this bigger. Okay, this was not helpful. Yeah, I tried to pipe this to rip grep for data, which technically worked, but this doesn't help me in any way whatsoever. Okay. How did I use that wrong? Let's just do grep. Oh, was it? Okay. Okay, grep doesn't work. What did you do? Is this all one line somehow? I don't like it. I don't like it when I can't grep things. Okay, so it's not exactly what I want. So we'll just have to find it. So can I get data off of here? But it's not gonna be data, it's gonna be like data dash ID. So really, I probably want like the get attribute. And I want the data dash ID. That gives me the option strings. Then we'll do the else. We'll error. No, let's see. Target element does not have data dash ID set. Oh, wait. No, you should be fine. Why? I was gonna say, like, why was that return yelling at me? But it wasn't really. Okay, so now I have that. I have data ID. So now I can say data ID. And I set you, I don't want to return. I just want to set the data. Okay, great. So everything should still work. And yeah, we don't get any logs here. So I believe it's setting the data properly. Perfect. We should see the data ID on here too. There it is. Data ID 1, 2, and then 3. Perfect. And if I search, those should be 1 and 3. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, that's what I expect. All right. So what are you upset? Oh, because you have a result. So if I don't care about anything, if there's an error. So if error, this can be an if-let. Okay, so if there's an error, then I want to error out. Error starting error setting data when starting to drag. And that's pretty much it. What are you upset about? Expected one of equal. Oh, equals, yes. Okay. Still no problem. Still good. Okay, so that's the on the drag start. And then we have on drag over. And then if I remember correctly, the way you set a drop target is when on drag over, there's two of them. There's on over and then there's on something else. I want to event prevent default for that. So is it on drag over? It is on drag over. Okay, so for this event, what are you? You're still a drag event. Okay, so we have a drag event. I want to, first of all, I want to prevent the default. Because I want potentially to be able to exit the drab on one of these things. And then how did I do it for this other one? I'll do the same thing. On drag. Oh, enter and over are the two ones that we care about. Let's see. Okay, so I get the data out on drag. Enter, I don't do anything. On drag start. Where do I set the, there's something where I set the class. There it is. Okay, so on drag over, I get the class list. Oh, and then I add one, drop target. That's what it is. Okay. So I have to get the target and turn it into an HTML element or an element or whatever. So primitive defaults. Okay, so I get the target, and then I have to convert the target into a thing. So this is the element, target element. Niamku, hello. How are you doing today? Is this Vim? No, this is Helix. So this is a Vim alternative called Helix. It's written in Rust. It's fairly new, so it doesn't have a lot of features that Vim or NeoVim have. But I like it, partly because of the less features, and partly because it just works. And it lets me get the stuff done. So that's all I really need. But yeah, if you want to read more on it, this, I need to, where is that? Oh yeah, I can drop normal messages like this in here. And then that restreams out, right? Yeah. Awesome. Great. Glad you're doing fine. And thank you. Okay, so that target element, target unchecked into, we have that. Okay, so this is good. Then what? So okay, so I get that. Now I want to get the, I want to get the class list, and I want to update that. So we're gonna do with target element class list, that does the class list thing, and then I want to add one, which is a string, which is going to be the drag over. drop target. And it was yeah, drop underscore target. Okay, so add one. You return a result, so if that error. Okay. So if this works, I should now be able to drag over and we should see. Oh. I was really hoping we'd see stuff there. No, I'm not seeing a class be added to it at all. So that's unfortunate. I should have seen it over the TR. Oh, you know what would be helpful? If I added on drag over to the TRs. Oh. Okay, hold on. Oh, I added it to the head. I added it to the headers, not... Okay. That was the wrong one to add it to. I wanted to add it to each of these. Okay. Unexpected tokens. This is all part of the HTML. I should just be able to add over you. Oh, nope. I forgot to close this one. Which means I have an extra closing one here. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Kind of working. That's happening to each TR, which is fine. Where is it adding the... I'm curious where it's adding the class. So I wanted to add it to like the TR itself, right? Oh, it's adding to the TD. Interesting. Oh, because I'm getting the target. I'm getting the target, which of course is going to be the very thing that it's looking at, which is not exactly what I'm going for, but I guess it works. Niam, hello. How are you doing today? I am currently using Java, so it's a little difficult for me right now. I'm heavily using NeoVim on IntelliJ IDEA. Oh, I already said hi. Sorry, I got confused because ReStreamBot is still like the name that pops up, so I get confused with that still. So sorry about that. But anyways, currently using Java. Okay, so it's so are you trying to use NeoVim with Java? Yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff that like IDEA or IntelliJ or any of those things give you with Java, especially like the code completion type stuff. But from one of my friends who uses Java with Vim, or yeah, just with Vim, he mentioned that you tend to program less, like you tend to write less boilerplate code with Vim because you just don't want to, and you don't have like auto generation, just tons of stuff. It's a lot more clean code is what like clean as not like the traditional definition of clean code, more of like simpler code is like what he was trying to tell me. I've not done much Java, and I've certainly not done it in Vim, so I can't. That's all I have for that. But so hopefully it's helpful, right? Okay, so I have this draggable true. Now what I really want is, so on drag over, I don't want to put in the class if you already exist. And then we're going to have you go away as soon as I like end dragging it over. So like on drag end, or like drag on drag leave, I think we remove the class from you. And then, okay, so we're going to remove the class from you. We're going to do all this stuff. Okay, that's going to be what I have to do. But we're going to have to do that next time because I've run out of time. And I am going to have to go to my day job. And then we won't be streaming later today because, well, I got something going on in town. So I won't be able to make it. Let's see. So on Twitch, we have, let's see. So Raimu is streaming. Raimu's working on a Rust project. Is it still data? Yes, he's still working on his data disintegrator project, which is moving his C code library over to Rust. So it's pretty interesting. Sort of like a like investigating like network data, and then he's doing it, or he's like doing something with GIFs and other stuff, and it's kind of funny, kind of fun. So let's up a raid for him. Do a raid to Raimu. Click start for that. All right. So, and then in the meantime, here's my schedule. As I mentioned, I won't be streaming later today, but I will be back for both streams tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Mountain Time. We usually go until around this time, and then I'll also be streaming in the afternoon tomorrow as well. And we'll be finishing up hopefully the drag over, and then we'll get back to well, I'm hoping get back to actual like course creation. We're gonna start working on the Axum course. So with that, have a great rest of your days, and I'll see you next time. Bye.